Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a heartache.
Tell me why.
Ain't nothing but a mistake.
Now number 5.
I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Whatever the fuck I want.
Told some kids that I'm older than Google.
This glass of water will help you understand autistic burnout. Let me explain. Right now I'm holding this glass of water close to my chest and it's pretty easy. I could hold this for quite a long time and I would barely even notice. But what would happen if instead of holding my cup right here, I had to hold it all the way out there? Well, now this becomes much more difficult because of physics. My arm is like a lever, and so that cup becomes much heavier. Even though I'm only a few seconds in, I can already notice more of a strain. And if I kept this up for a long time, my arm would start to really hurt. It would get weak. I might ultimately even drop the cup because I couldn't handle it. This is a visceral demonstration of how autistic burnout can impact autistic people, because we have to do the same things in our life as a neurotypical person, but we often have to do them on hard mode because we have to deal with sensory issues or masking or the pressure to navigate through neurotypical spaces that weren't made with our needs in mind. And so all of the same things that a neurotypical person can maybe do with a glass of water right here, we have to do it with a glass of water way out there. And so it's more difficult. But then what happens to our arm when we are constantly holding that glass of water out there? Well, our arm starts to hurt. Our arm gets weaker. And that's where the burnout comes in. It's not just that the task itself is harder, which it is. It's that over time, the cumulative effect of everything in our life being harder means that we become weaker, we become more in pain. And then there's a multiplier effect, right? Because the weaker I am, the harder it is for me to continue to hold this up, the more that it's going to hurt me, et cetera, et cetera. And that's what can lead you deeper and deeper into burnout. And this metaphor also explains the shame that can come from autistic burnout. Imagine that you didn't realize that you were the only one holding your arm out and everybody else was able to hold the glass right here. Well, you would think, well, what's wrong with me? Why can't I do it like everybody else? Why am I the only one whose hand is shaking and spilling the water? And you're not realizing that you're not doing the same thing as other people. You're doing the way harder version. And so this metaphor gives encouragement to be kinder to yourself and to realize that you having to hold the stuff out there is not the same as somebody else having to hold the stuff in here, and you can give yourself a little more grace. And it also offers a bit of hope. It asks, what if we could lower the water in the glass a little bit? What if we could bring it a little bit closer? What if we could have somebody help us hold it? Then the burnout would be easier to handle. And I actually wrote a free guide on how to start getting out of burnout and start feeling a little bit better with those strategies. You can grab it at heydrdan.com/burnout. If this helped you, it'll probably help somebody else, so forward it on to them or repost it and like and follow if you want more of my stuff in your feed. I'm going to go rest my arm because I did a lot of takes of this and now my arm legitimately kind of hurts, but it was worth the sacrifice. Dr. Dan signing off.
Right foot, 2 stumps. Left foot, 2 stumps. Slide to the left. Slide to the right. Crisscross. Crisscross. Cha-cha, real smooth.
Can you help me? My computer's not working.
I'm overriding the system. I've bypassed the firewall, hacked into the mainframe. Your caps lock was on.
What are you guys doing here? How can we help? We just wanted to learn a little more about the AI industry. How many AI companies have you both founded? About 12 going on 13. What was it 4 years ago? I mean, we were in high school then, we're not too sure. Wait, what? How old are you guys? Practically a boomer. I'm 22 and he's 19. What are your companies valued at? We're pre-revenue, but our last seed valuation was valued at $2.1 billion. The hell? I got 2 floor seats at MSG for the finals for me and my hinge date. He ended up being a dude that was catfishing me, but he was chill. Have the banks ever denied you funding? Seriously? Dude, you just got to use the word AI in your pitch deck, say you have a wait list, and investors will wire you the money the same day. What does your company do? You don't know what your product is? We're an end-to-end AI platform. For what? For AI. Do you have any other employees running the company? We did, but we unfortunately had to lay them off and replace them with their own agent staff. Using your own AI product? No, we implemented our buddy's product. Can you hold on for a second? Yeah, there's a bubble.
Nothing.
Well, dude, you don't got it in third gear. Now try it. Now try it.
Whoa. Look at the torque on that thing, dude. Want to try it?
Try this thing. Yeah, let me.
Smiles and nods politely to say hello.
Replicates greeting. Realises I don't know you and all my friends are on another table.
Asks how you know the couple because that's the compulsory opening question.
Explains how I know the bride. Replicates question to keep the conversation alive.
Says how I loosely know the groom.
Oh, pretends that's interesting, but realises it's a conversational dead end as I know nothing about him. Offers to pour you some water just so I'm doing something.
Acts grateful despite finding a stranger pouring me water weirdly uncomfortable.
Asks where you're from in the hope that I've heard of it and it can be a conversation for a few minutes.
Asks if you've heard of really obscure place.
Absolutely not, but pretend it rings a bell. Says where I'm from.
Oh, says my partner knows someone from near there as a desperate attempt to bring them in.
Gives one word answer. You're on your own.
Livid. Overshares because I've run out of small talk and I can't stand an awkward silence.
Smiling, but feeling quite uncomfortable now.
Regretting telling you I have IBS.
Oh, compliments the sachet of wildflower seeds have been gifted.
Oh, this conversation is painful.
Announces that I'm looking forward to the speeches. I'm not, but it means we won't have to talk anymore.
Agrees, can't wait for that. I've just noticed how much fun everyone else is having on the other tables, which makes me realise this is the rejects table. Once this is over, we can avoid each other for the rest of the night.
Agreed.
You are without doubt the worst pirate I've ever heard of.
But you have heard of.
He is without doubt the worst pirate I have ever seen.
It's got to be the best pirate I've ever seen.
So it would seem.
The Anthropic CEO came out and said that AI needs hundreds of billions to survive in revenue, or else it'll go bankrupt. And he framed this like it was such a negative and terrible thing for society. And I just would like to say, go bankrupt then. This seems like a tech billionaire problem. This does not feel like a you and I problem. If you have created a junkware that no one wants to adopt, that feels like the free market that all of you rich capitalists, you rich tech billionaires can't shut up about, has spoken. And the free market has basically said, perish, baby.
I saw that flag in your Tinder bio, and I feel like I've been seeing that country's flag everywhere. Is it like a new country or something? Because I keep seeing girls with that flag in their bio. Like, it just everyone from that country is like beautiful. I just really wanted to travel there one day and learn about it. And I just haven't figured I'd ask since you're from there. I don't know.
What's your name? What? What is your name? Tony! Fuck you, Tony!
I've had enough of British racism, so I've left the country to enjoy a bit of French racism. I am in Saint-Denis, a suburban city immediately north of Paris, famous for its basilica being the birthplace of Gothic architecture, and also the place where the kings of France were laid to rest. Ironically, Saint-Denis is also known for its long tradition of being part of the Red Wall of Paris, a bastion of leftism that was held by the French Communist Party for 76 years, from the liberation of Paris from the Nazis in 1944 up until 2020. So Saint-Denis having a leftist mayor is hardly newsworthy. But when Bali Bagayoko got elected this year as the new leftist mayor of Saint-Denis, he made all the headlines. Can you guess what's different about him? He was referred to as a tribal chief and compared to an ape on national TV. And just like Professor Jason Arde, he found himself under a type of media scrutiny and suspicion, having all the details of his private life and his every move picked apart to a degree of relentlessness that none of his white peers would ever have to face in a million years. Just like in the UK with Professor Jason Arde, the media outlets hounding Bali Bagayoko, which also includes supposedly leftist media outlets, by the way, would swear up and down that their scrutiny has nothing to do with racism. They will say that it's about accountability, that they're merely fulfilling their journalistic duty. And look, I don't know Bali Bagayoko. I don't know if he's an angel. But what I do know is that France as a country is a joke for electing in positions of power people whose second residence is the courthouse for the amount of judicial scandals that they constantly find themselves in. And Bali Bagayoko is nothing in comparison, but you wouldn't know that judging purely by the amount of pieces written about him all the time.
The cases of Professor Arde or Mayor Bagayoko or Diane Abbott or Miss Anne Harriman, hounded for being chair of the South Bank Centre while black, pose the question of true inclusion in Western institutions, which too often only focus on access. In all of those cases, we see that us gaining access to positions of prestige and authority doesn't mean that we will be safe once we get in. In many ways, it only makes us more exposed and vulnerable to the ire of white supremacy. Dr. Ruha Benjamin warned us that black faces in high places will not save us, but those of us who are trying to change society for the better still need our support and protection.
Do you think you're manlier than other guys? Because if you do, that implies you believe gender is a spectrum, and I think that's actually very progressive of you. Gotcha, bitch. Next time you hear one of these manosphere boys brag about being more of a man than someone else, just be like, so you agree? Gender's a spectrum, right? Because if gender's binary, that means you're looking at me and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson like, I see no difference. I see two equally manly men standing before me.
Does anything impress women anymore?
The Voyager 1 space probe is now currently a piece of human-engineered technology that is zooming through interstellar space, beyond the solar system, okay? It was launched in 1977. It was meant to do flybys of Saturn and Jupiter to collect data, but it just kept going. And it was only supposed to last 5 years. It has now been 50 years, and this little space probe is still transmitting data to us from interstellar space all alone in the vacuousness. Now, it just passed a threshold of being 1 light day away from Earth. What does that mean? In a vacuum, light travels at about 300 million meters per second, incomprehensibly fast. So if you were running at 300 million meters per second, how far would you get if you ran for 24 hours straight? That's a light day. Turns out you'd get about 16 billion miles away, or 26 billion kilometers away. That's how far the Voyager 1 is. And it's transmitting data, I told you, on 22 watts of power. That's less power than it takes to run a light bulb in your fridge.
Okay, so this is Dalen Thomas. So he started a company called Pirate Trading LLC. He made camera tripods. And during his peak in 2010, he was making like $3.5 million a year.
I like the soft lighting that they have on his face.
Yeah,
It's very
it's a very
flattering.
good picture, right?
Yeah.
I actually stole this from his LinkedIn.
Aw.
So he made this tripod, right?
Mhm.
And after a couple years, he was like selling really well. He noticed that Amazon was selling a tripod that looked exactly like the one that he was selling, but they were selling it for like way, way less, like a criminally lower amount. So he bought one of them, and it turns out that not only did it look a lot like the thing that he was making, it was literally like an exact replica. So Amazon had gone to the manufacturer that he used and basically made the exact same thing, but branded it differently as an Amazon Basics thing. And then they were selling it for less than it cost to manufacture the individual thing.
It's just literally to put them out of business, because then they can jack up the price, right?
Exactly. And they did another thing. So they started flagging his products. So they would suspend his thing because they said it was inauthentic.
Like the original guy?
Yeah, original guy.
That is so crazy.
So what they'll do is they'll monitor to see which products are selling the best, and then they suspend the products. And then what happens when they suspend it is, in order to get it unsuspended, you have to send Amazon your manufacturing info. And then they use that information to create an exact clone and undercut you so that you have to go out of business.
So evil.
Yeah, exactly. So Amazon's a monopoly. And the way that they're able to do all this stuff is they're using their monopoly power to crush small individual sellers. I don't know if Canada had this, but like in the 1920s, America had like a bunch of what we call them robber barons. Do you know who like John Rockefeller is?
Yeah, the Rockefeller Center.
Yeah, but like he was like originally like an oil guy.
Okay.
Like he was, or before Elon Musk, he was the richest person to ever live. In the 20s, America basically broke up all of these huge companies and forced them to become smaller companies, which basically fixed the problem. So we could still enforce those laws. Like all we would have to do is basically just have the executive department, the president, start suing these companies.
But he's not going to do that.
Well, Trump's not going to do it.
Trump's not going to do that.
But ironically, Biden was really good about this.
Okay.
So this is Lena Khan. She was the chairman of the FTC under Biden, and she sued Amazon, Google, and a bunch of other tech companies and won. The big lawsuit she was bringing against Amazon for doing literally this is going to court in 2027. So the Trump administration is going to be the one that like enforces it, and they're probably not going to do a good job.
If you've said, why do you care about ice using shock gloves? 15 seconds isn't even long. Here's an example. You are now being electrocuted. How many times have you wanted to swipe away? Reminder, you can't swipe away from being electrocuted. You are no longer being electrocuted. Now imagine that 15 seconds is your mother, your sister, someone who cares about you, and you care about them. 15 seconds is a long time. It's longer than some of you can last intimately. And yes, that's a cheap shot. But you know what else is a cheap shot? Blaming immigrants for your problems instead of seeing they have the same problems you do, just with a little more melanin. The guy washing dishes sending the money to his family is not your enemy. It's those who think washing dishes is worth $7.25 that is an enemy of the people.
What is that one song for you that instantly makes you start crying?
Hi Diane, you okay?
What you think about that? Now you know how I feel. Say you can handle my love. Are you for real? I won't be hasty. I'll give you a try. If you really bug me, then I'll say goodbye. Yo, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. I wanna really, really, really wanna say. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. If you wanna be my lover, you have got to give. Taking is too easy, but that's the way it is. So here's a story from A to Z. You wanna get with me, you gotta listen carefully. We got M in the place who likes it in your face. You got G like MC, who likes it on a easy V, who doesn't come for free. She's a real lady. And as for me, how you'll say, slam your body down and wine it all around. Slam your body down and wine it all around. Come on, let's go.
You like my skirt?
Yeah,
You want to take it off?
not right now. Can't you see I'm busy?
Come on, babe. Just take it off.
Maybe later.
Please.
No! After I do dishes, I still have to do laundry. You always make me wait. So today, you can wait.
Jason, take off the skirt right now.
Fine. You're so selfish. It's so hot and I have so much work to do. This is literally the only thing keeping me cool.
And I'm sorry to bother you, but your daughter has been crying on and off all morning and saying daddy's face is gone. What does she mean by that? Oh, he shaved last night and she doesn't like it. Okay, well, there's nothing to do about that then, huh? Yes, hello. Thank you for returning my call. Your son has repeatedly told me today that someone in the home got diagnosed with leprosy. Epilepsy. Okay. Ma'am, I'm honestly just calling because I'm curious. Your son has told me so many times today that he's getting his lungs removed next week so he won't be at school. What is he having? His tonsils removed. Okay. Very, very different and not as essential. Yes, I'm just calling because your daughter told everybody in class today that her daddy steals cars for a living. He's a repo man. Okay. Yes, I'm sorry to bother you. Your son is very angry this morning because he said that your husband buried his auntie in the backyard. Auntie was the dog's name, and the dog died yesterday. Okay, well, sorry about your dog.
I'll show you something. Ready? That's all the hit sounds. Bass. Africa. That one's sick.
Va tenter le musty, Monkey Moon, cette balle, il faut absolument la plaquer au sol, Wally qui va la maintenir, ça revient devant notre but, attention à la nouvelle frappe à nouveau, on va chercher une double tape du côté de Joyo, mais ce ballon qui est dans le corner, il est toujours en vie pour le moment, ça va repartir encore.
The intellect of the far right knows absolutely no bounds. I've seen this absolute corker of a post I'm going to share with you. Let's have a look at this. If I could find a country that doesn't take immigrants in, I'd move there. Yeah, if I could find a country that doesn't take immigrants in, I'd move there. There might be a slight issue with that, because first of all, no such country exists. Every country will accept immigrants, and second of all, if such a country did exist, you would not be able to move there because they don't accept immigrants and they would classify you as being an immigrant because you are not from that country. Do you see how it works? I mean, imagine hating immigrants so much because you've chosen to believe lies and misinformation about them that you inadvertently want to become one. How does that work? Oh, like surely you'd be better off at that point just putting your energy somewhere else, somewhere more worthwhile.
You want us to lend money to your customers? Yeah, I'm thinking like 500 billion. What do your customers need all that money for? You know, to build data centers and buy more of my chips, this, you know, AI things. So that means that these companies are borrowing billions of dollars from us and turning around and giving that money right back to you. Look, building AI has gotten really expensive these days, okay? A lot of my customers don't have the money to buy my chips anymore. So if they can borrow money, then they can keep buying my chips and my sales will keep going up and the AI boom will keep booming. So everybody wins here. Well, what happens if one of these companies can't pay us back for their loans? In the rare case that happens, you can just use my GPUs these companies buy with the loan as collateral. You know, we haven't really done that before, but don't GPUs depreciate when new chips come out? Not by much. These GPUs are revenue generating assets now. There's a ton of demand. So if one customer can't pay, you can just take that GPU and lease it to somebody else. You know, that's not a bad idea. We're essentially turning GPUs into a financial product. Exactly. And if you're still nervous about the whole thing, I'll personally backstop 25% of some of these loans. You know what? I'm in. Put me down for 500 billion. And if you need more, just let me know because I'm trying to make some money from this AI boom as well. Also, it's been a while since we made some risky loans, so let's give it a shot. Perfect. Just one more thing. If Michael Lewis decides to call you guys to write another book, just don't answer this time, okay?
Look at its little butt.
My wife works remote for the company she works for, so she works out of our office at home, and right now they're dealing with an employee who I guess is not doing a very good job. And I just heard my wife say, "It's not that hard. I mean, even my husband can do this." So, just a unnecessary right hook to my heart. But joke's on you, you married the loser. So, no, we love each other. Everything's fine. I think. No, we're good. Really, everything's fine.
Put this puzzle together. But like, there's a piece missing. I can't put it together without all the pieces. So what should you do? Oh, you're testing me to see if I'm gonna ask you for the other piece. Could I please have the other piece of the puzzle? Here you go. LOL, I think this is so funny that like we're acting out this whole roleplay thing and like you intentionally withheld the piece and then once I realized what you were doing, I had to pretend to like ask you for it to get it. It's like, I just think it's funny, like we're acting this out and like we both know what we're really doing. One autism diagnosis later. Your report is in and you are definitely autistic. Yeah, like I'm reading here, like on the report, that you said that that comment that I made during the puzzle exercise made you think that I was autistic. What about that would indicate autism? Well, you basically broke the fourth wall of reality. A neurotypical person would have just kept playing the role without piercing it and mentioning it from like an outside perspective. They would have just gone on with the act. You broke the fourth wall of reality. Neurotypical people, neurotypical social interaction, it's all one big act.
Hello? I would like to speak to a retirement village, please. It's time.
Please remember to introduce me to your friends, okay? Please remember
Oh,
to...
yes, of course.
Why do you always do that?
What?
Why do you always...
Oh, that's just delayed processing.
Thank you for calling Feline Helpline. This is Edmund Thaddeus Felcello Van Fossum III speaking. Who do I have the pleasure of assisting today?
My name is Dingle Biscuit.
Hello, Dingle Biscuit. How may I assist you today?
It's 1 minute past my feeding time and the human is still asleep.
All right, let's remain calm, Dingle Biscuit. When is the last you ate?
About an hour ago.
So you must be getting very hungry then.
Very.
Okay, don't panic. Now, what is the food situation? How much food is left in your bowl?
It's barely half full.
Good heavens! All right, Dingle Biscuit, I need you to listen to me. Listen to me well. What have you tried thus far?
I've meowed really loud.
Good. Have you tried walking across their face?
At least 7 times.
Blast! They must really be asleep.
Yeah, I think I overdid it with the late night zoomies.
Now
I kept them off.
See here, Dingle Biscuit, I will not let you talk about yourself in that kind of manner. This is not your fault. This is that lazy human's fault. So listen closely. Now, this is a very dire situation that you're in, but I think we're going to get through with it with a full belly. All right? Now, I need you to do everything that I say precisely. You are going to lay directly onto your human's face. Now, this will mildly suffocate them in a manner of speaking, and they will awaken. Do you think you could do that for me?
I'll try. Okay, here I go. Okay, I'm on their face. Nothing's happening. Wait! They're stirring! They're gasping in my fur! They're getting up! They're awake! Oh my goodness, thank you!
Good job, Dingle Biscuit! Now you give that human hell, and you get some supper in your belly.
Will do!
I love my job.
Лифт приехал, пошли.
There's a book, Jack.
You need to hear this and pay attention.
Not one of the people that is demonstrating looks like a normal person. Not one looks normal. They're all deformed in some way, in their appearance, in their dress, in their mannerism.
Store-brand Nosferatu is pulling right out of that playbook. As a World War II historian, this is for educational purposes only and for context. He's saying that the people who are protesting the administration are deformed in some way. There is something wrong about their appearance, the way they dress, the way they act. And that regime in the 1930s that I studied extensively and have a dual master's degree in, yeah, they did something similar. They went as far as to declare things degenerate, such as art or music or fashion. There was a right way and a wrong way for people under that regime to dress. The right music, the right art, the right everything. And then there was the wrong ones. And they even put on exhibits of what was wrong to demonstrate to the people, this is what is wrong with the rest of the world. And to hear store-brand Nosferatu over there echoing that is not surprising to me because he does that all the time, but it's still terrifying nonetheless. And again, this is my personal opinion as a historian who studied that regime extensively. You need to be paying more attention.
New York, when you first got Mom Donnie as mayor, I was happy for you. That happiness turned into jealousy. That jealousy has now turned into rage. Because every time I open this app, this man is fixing something, building something, or just generally bringing joy to the people. So now, New Yorkers, when I see you in the street, I'm probably going to say some slick shit to you. But just know it's because I want what you have.
Y'all ready for this?
Benjamin Netanyahu is a war criminal.
Oh, look, they armored a turtle. Nope, that's a robot. Oh, it's got missiles. Okay, so the odds of me being killed by a robotic Pokemon are low, but never zero.
Okay, tell me what happened.
What?
Tell me what happened. Tell me what happened.
I keep seeing comments on our videos that say, why is the screen blurred? So I've been offering sound advice to people. Restart the app, try that. Exit the video, open it back up.
Right, but what does it actually mean, babe?
It means they're crying. Why is the screen blurred?
No, you don't have to restart the app, babe.
I know that.
Secret nuclear bunker. It's signposted. That's not very secret.
want to hear next.
Hello?
How are you, Reiner? Listen, I have a favour to ask you.
Was ist das Problem?
I have to move the fridge out of my flat. It's broken. Maybe you could give me a hand sometime? No rush on Jesus!
Have you already disconnected the electricity?
No, of course not.
Kein Problem.
Do you own that thing?
Every man should be prepared. We will secure the fridge with this before transportation.
Transportation?
I brought my trailer and have already researched the nearest disposal location. My God. This is a temporary solution for your essentials until we buy you a new fridge, which will happen today.
You're a good friend, Reiner.
Don't touch me.
Sorry.
And what do we do when somebody hates us for no reason? Give them a reason. No.
Due to financial reasons, I'm going to have to start posting adult content. So tomorrow I'm going to post about heartburn and back pain. So make sure to tune in for that. So
I'm alive. I'm dead. I'm watching TV. I'm looking at you. Fuck you. I'm dead again. I'm up. I can run faster than a bitch around the house. This is a man's world.
This is a man. News or bad news first?
Bad news.
My girlfriend Lorraine dumped me when she found out I was also seeing Claire Lee.
And the good news?
Bird.
What sound is that?
A dinosaur.
A what?
Dinosaur.
It's a what?
Dinosaur.
Make the sound again.
Rawr.
Oh, you talking about them things from Jurassic Park?
Over here. Stay. Stay. Come on. Woo! Good girl. Come on. Come down. Sit. Stay. Stay. Come on. Come on. Oh! That was a good one. Good girl. I got nothing. I got that juice. You can lift it up.
Touch this. You can't touch this. Can't touch this. My music hits me so hard, makes me say, oh my Lord.
What do we want? Race car noises. When do we want them? Meow.